Okay, these are going to be just some image examples from different projects and exercises that we do in Digital Photography 1, which is ART-139. So it's photography as a fine art. One of our first projects is seeing like a camera. So we just explore all the different creative controls of photography and some of the really uniquely photographic things about the medium, perspective and light, reflection, different effects of shutter speed and aperture. And the images that I'll be showing you are all just from different students. Usually for all the projects, students will work in a series of images that go together, but these are all just single images. Another project is about style and content and putting together more ideas about framing and composition and color to create series that work together to convey a particular idea. And that's usually up to the students, what they want their work to be about. But they use different ideas of framing, composition, and build on the stuff we've already talked about, like light and different creative controls of photography. Social document is another project. So at this point, students will head out into the world with their cameras and take a look at what's happening in their communities, on the streets, sometimes even, their homes, just kind of depending what they want to cover, but to use photography to create a document of a time and place, show us something about the people there, the ways they interact, the place itself. And again, these are single images. These would function as part of a larger series. And then we take a look at the staged and constructed genre of photography. I call it psychological narrative because the idea is that each series is going to convey some kind of emotional state or state of mind. So this is where the artist is creating the entire reality for the camera. So again, in a series and maybe telling more of a story, students are using themselves, their friends, family members, something they build or create to construct a whole world and use it to tell their narrative in a series of photographs. So this might be more interesting if I had I'm just showing one image from a bunch of different projects just to give you an idea that, people really come up with their own ideas, and there's a lot of ways to approach this genre. So then kind of simultaneous, those would be some of the major projects that you would spend a couple weeks on putting together. And then along the way, we're also exploring different exercises on technical ideas or just different creative ideas. Seeing in color is one where students would go out for maybe a day and a night and photograph one color where they could find it, different lighting, different instances of their color, long exposures. So these would be shorter exercises focused on a particular, usually mostly technical idea, but you can still get creative with the work you make. HDR photography, image compositing, and an exercise on portraiture and lighting. So that's a double exposure. So looking at portraiture and lighting, looking at artificial light, existing light, artificial meaning like studio lighting you set up and control yourself, and natural light. So those are some of the exercises, and things kind of shift around a little bit, but that gives you a general idea of the type of projects and exercises we would do. So right now I'm teaching online and in person, and it will be an online class in the spring.